Oh, hi, Maggie. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. It is, what's August 30th? What do you know about that? Monday, August 30th. I'm here in the kitchen with Maggie, but only because I haven't gone through the fence yet. So we can do that right meow. There we go. Noisy. So, hang on. Got to close the fence, too. Got to do all the things. Came real prepared for this. I'm also sweaty, super sweaty and out of breath. Some of you just heard on the regular Kitten Academy live stream the sound of me trimming the hedges outside. And the reason you heard it so well is I didn't realize this window was open, and you can see I was out there doing it right in front of this window. So that's what all the noise was on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. I'm in the middle of it. That's why they look so sloppy, although they certainly will look sloppy when I'm done as well. Anyway, we closed the window, so that's fixed. It is so humid outside. It's not hot outside. It's a perfect temperature, but it's so humid. It's like swimming out there. It's like I'm just completely drenched in sweat and still, or humidity, whatever, condensation maybe. Maybe I'm just that cool. Who knows? But I realized as I was taking a break to grab another coffee in my brand new, wait, no, this is custard, in my not brand new custard mug. I realized if I didn't do the close-up now, I probably was not going to get it done for you guys today. And I think it's important, not only because I miss you guys, too, if I don't get to do the close-up and hear everybody chat, see everybody chat here, I do miss it. It's not only important for that, but I do need to give everybody some updates, too, on how everyone is doing, although in the style of the last close-up, The Great Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the only news right now is really the continuing absence of whatever it was the news was about. Still, we've got all of our kids doing great. I saw somebody, Karen, in the chat say we have an echo. I'm guessing with almost complete positivity you have an echo. You probably got the regular Kitten Academy stream open at the same time that you're watching this one. That would definitely cause an echo since I'm in the same room with those cameras. Anyway, so look at how sweet Loom is. Did you see her just headbutt on my leg, give her a little rub? She wants so much attention. She's the sweetest mom. So this is Loom and this is Herringbone, and they are getting adopted together, the mama Loom, who just ran off. She's a big kitten herself. And Herringbone, who had a lot of adventures as a younger kid. And, well, let's see. I'm trying to remember the orders of the adoptions. I think they're getting adopted late in September together. I'm trying to get this all right. It is the first ones that are going to be adopted, which comes this Friday. Oh, hi. Look at her. I'm not even petting her, and she's grooming my hand. How sweet is that? Look at that. She's going to hold me. She's holding my hand and giving me licks. Probably because I'm covered in salty sweat. Aw, still, that's sweet. What a sweetheart. So this is Princess Paisley. She's wearing her suit because she's had her surgery, and if she doesn't wear her suit, then she'll pull on her stitches, and we don't want that. But she's being a total sweetheart. She's playing with my shoelaces now. Just the other day, I replaced my shoelaces with these elastic things. You can find them all over on Amazon. I love it. So as a guy who's got to take his shoes on and off all day long, these things have made my whole life just a tiny bit better. So I just recently did that, and the kittens are working on breaking them. I'm sure they will. So let's see. We saw Herringbone. This is Argyle right here, and this is Basket Weave, and this is Princess Paisley. So the only one we haven't seen yet this morning is Chevron, wherever he is. And let's see. So I was saying this Friday we're going to get, oh, there they are. That's Chevron and Argyle wrestling with each other, which is something they'll be able to continue quite a bit since they are being picked up by their adopter. This Friday is the plan currently, if nothing goes wrong. So they'll be picked up on Friday. Oh, and thank you, Jamestown. So yes, Chevron, Argyle getting adopted September 3rd. Paisley's going on September 19th. Loom and Harry and Basket Weave are all yet to be determined. Well, I feel like Basket Weave's adopter may have sent me a message to tell me what he was planning, and I haven't gone back and checked all that stuff yet. Reminds me there's some other stuff I've got to take care of still this morning I haven't done that are computer-related things. So eventually, once I'm done, I wanted to get the hedge trimming done before it starts to rain, just so that it was all even, because we started that project yesterday with DJ's help, and I just thought it'd be nice to get it complete. So. That's neither here nor there. I saw somebody in the chat say how much they love their lock laces, by the way. I don't know what brand these are. Oh, these are the lock laces brand. Yeah, they're crazy about them. They're just, I'm not shilling for those people. I don't know anything about them. You know, they're not paying me to advertise or anything. But if somebody who wears tennis shoes specifically because they're the best thing for my feet and has to put them on and off all day long, these things have changed my life. It's one of those little tiny changes, but it's just something you wish you'd done a long time ago because it's so pleasant. Wonderful. Oh yeah, DJ has been listening to the Tiny Kittens with the stethoscope on Mural. She was doing it again just yesterday when she was here. She had the you guys didn't get to see that one. I saw Lady Dragonstrike said seeing DJ with the stethoscope with Mural the other night was adorable. So yeah, as I was saying, she did do it on the stream the other night, and she was listening to the kittens again just yesterday with the stethoscope in the kitchen. And they are, according to her, they got strong little heartbeats, which I haven't heard myself yet. But they're kicking and punching like crazy. Like we got a whole litter of tiny kick punchers, and their punches definitely have the strength of kicks. Like they are just active inside there. We should go see her. We'll make this a shorter close-up too, because as you know, I got to get back to my sweating workout here, getting the gardening done. I'll tell you a secret other reason that I wanted to make sure I got it done today, which is that most of my pain from working out, you know, my muscle soreness and stuff, it comes after 2 days. And I can already feel that tomorrow is going to be really painful from yesterday. So if I get it done today, then I can just be miserable the rest of the week. But if I don't get it done today, chances are I'm going to be miserable the rest of the week and not really get it done. So yeah, that's the other reason. Anyway, I want to reiterate though, I know the adopters are all, now these kittens are all spoken for, and it kind of feels like, okay, they've all got their adopters, so we don't have to spend a lot of time with them, but we do have to spend a lot of time with them. I have to spend a lot of time with them, because they need that human, love all the time, right up until the time they're adopted. Plus, they're so sweet, and I feel like I don't show enough of how wonderful this class has become, and how they're all just so interested now in hanging out with their people, and their mom has become so loving, and they just are, it's just a wonderful class, and they had such a, it seems to me that this group of kittens is sort of distinctly different from, at least from the last group. What a stark contrast from the big group of oranges to this group. In every way, not just in their appearance, but in their personalities too. It's a whole different game. These kids are, surprisingly, I would say, way more curious and playful, a little less like attention-seeking, way less food and treat-driven. Like those oranges were treat fiends with their mom, and these guys love their treats, but they love their play, I think, even more. So they're going to grow up to be like their mom is. I think they're all going to grow up to be just really active, spry, fit kittens that need a lot of attention and activity and run around and play. And it's great for people that want a kitten that's going to be super active. And I should mention, of course, that they calm down as they get older too, and that should definitely be expected. We're looking at cats like, I was just thinking about Ari, who's going to have his first vet trip in a couple of years. Not today, I almost said today. This week, Ari's going to go to the vet. I think I mentioned that as I was going through things with our vet to try to check on everybody and make sure we've got all of our vaccines and appointments and things laid out for the faculty, I've had it on my list for a long time now to get Ari checked for whether he should have a dental appointment, because Ari just gets plaque buildup like crazy. And it's annoying to me because he gets it, and I want to just stick my finger in there and just break it off with my fingernail. And he used to let me do it, but now he's gotten smart. He doesn't like it after it happens. So now when he sees me going for it, he's like, "No, don't be messing with my teeth, buddy." So anyway, my point was going to be, I was talking to the vet about it, and it turns out our current vet, Dr. Katz, who we've been with for 2 years now, and whom I just love, Dr. Katz is fantastic, has never seen Ari, according to her records. He has never made it in there. He did get to the last vet that we saw before her, during the transition, in fact. There's records of me taking him to the old vet after having started setting up appointments with Dr. Katz. So it's not like he's never been to the vet, but he did miss last year somehow, mysteriously. My guess is that he is going to see her and need a lot of dental work. And the whole reason I got onto this, I got way on a tangent there. But the thing that I was aiming to talk about is the fact that Ari used to be like a super active hunter type of kitten that would just, chase and play and like these guys. And now that he's older, he still likes to play when he gets a chance, but he's definitely calmed down. And what he seeks out more than anything these days is attention. He follows me around and meows and wants me to pick him up and pet him and not touch his teeth. So I gave them a bottle cap to play with. We very seldom have bottle caps since we're not beer drinkers or anything here. And the sodas that we get all come in aluminum. But we had this bottle cap from, what is this stuff? Topo Chico? I have no idea how it's pronounced, but DJ's on a seltzer water kick recently. And so I bought her this seltzer water stuff to try, and she really likes it, by the way. And the bottle cap makes an awesome kitten toy. It makes a lot of noise. They can bat it around. It goes flying, and they're having a lot of fun with it. It's a perfect kitten-sized toy. Isn't it, buddy? Here, let me kick it around a little bit. It's fun, right? Yeah, okay. Well, they're having a little mild amount of amusement with that one, which is fine. It's new, and I think that's the biggest thing about the kittens especially, but even cats. Cats always want something new. I was saying that about talking to DJ about Maggie yesterday, and how DJ thinks that Maggie doesn't go upstairs, which is mostly true. Maggie actually is mostly a downstairs cat, doesn't go upstairs very often. But if there's an open room upstairs that's not normally open, like the second annex, or any room upstairs that's normally closed, if that door is open, then Maggie's going to be in there. And not even because there's anything interesting, it's just because it's something new. It's that novelty. Cats always are looking to check out new things. They thrive on that novelty in general. I think even Eddie, as much as he's scared of things that are unfamiliar, still likes to see things that are new. Just very, very unscary new things. Right, Maggie? All right, let's go upstairs and see our mom cat. Talk about our mom cat again. Here we go. I left a dirty towel here that's supposed to be on its way up to the laundry, so let's just stop and pick that up. There we go, along with our coffee, which is very necessary. Hi. Do you want something? What is it that you want? She, around 5 or 6 in the morning is when she decides it's time to wake up. And I've noticed this now, it's a schedule every day. And when she decides it's time to wake up, she comes to the door and she starts yelling and scratching on the door, and then she climbs the door. She gets her claws in it and climbs right up it. It won't be long. She could very well figure out how to open the door. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if she starts hitting that doorknob. And the door pops open, and then she learns to do it again forever because she's just smart as a whip. And she's got that silly little crooked face that I'm just crazy about, the way her cute little face looks. So adorable. So she's only in her room at all right now because I wanted her to go back in there and eat some breakfast, which she has done. And it's okay now if she wants to come out. I don't mind that at all. I know everybody's asking all the time. I get the question continually on the Discord. Is there any milk? Is there any discharge? Are you seeing any signs that she is imminently going to deliver any kittens? And the answer is the same as before. Nope. The answer is nope. She's eating very well. She's putting on weight. She's just round as a ball and just taut. Her belly is taut like a overinflated balloon. Like it's tight. And not only that, but she's definitely lost some of her body fat that she had accumulated, which is normal this stage of pregnancy. I'm not like saying that's like a negative thing, just a normal thing. But it exaggerates the fact that now when I touch her, I can feel nothing but kitten lumps. Like it's just all lumpy, and you can I know it's hard to see because she's so fuzzy, but even the lightest touch, I can feel exactly where kittens are. For instance, there's a bump right there. It's either a head, probably a head right there. And it's so clear as you're touching exactly where they are. Not even when they're not kicking back, which they very often are now. They're kicky, punchy, active, very, very active. They just spend all their time fighting in there. Now, I saw the question, I saw Anna Metallica ask just now, and I saw someone else ask way earlier in the chat before we even came up here about when does she need to go to the vet because it's been taking too long and something is clearly wrong. And the answer is not yet. I think if she goes past Labor Day, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's this coming weekend. If she goes longer than this coming weekend, then I'll set up a vet appointment, I should say. Because after that, I think then we're in the territory of this is unexpected. But right now, we are definitely still within the normal date range. It's unusual, at the long end of that date range, but still well within normal established parameters. And I think that we'll be sort of within that normal curve until this weekend. And then after this weekend, then we're really starting to head into the diminishingly small area under the bell curve, the very corner of the bell curve. And that's when we definitely want to start thinking about taking her back to the vet and just see how we're doing. And yeah, Donna C says she'll wait until you set an appointment to start going into labor. I mean, we've had that happen before, right? We've had mom cats where I'm like, you have to get some kittens out or else we're going to go to the vet. And then they wait until I actually bring the carrier into the room with the intent of putting them in the carrier within the next 5 minutes. And boom, there's a baby, right? Who was that? Somebody in the chat is going to remember who this was. Was it Port? No, was it the other orange group, the Bebop? Was it Bebop and her kids? Yeah, Jamestown says Bebop. Yep, that's it. Okay, good. I had it. So yeah, Bebop was like, I'm not going to deliver my kittens at all. And finally, I talked to her. I'm like, all right, you got 1 hour, and then I'm getting the carrier. And then 1 hour was up. I'm like, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I'm getting the carrier. And she's like, 5 minutes. We're up, and I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm getting the carrier. I went out. I got the carrier. I came back in, and here's a kitten. So they know what we're talking about. And if it comes to threats, that's fine. We'll get there. Yeah, Rules Hikaru. Yeah, we did have a cat that delivered her kittens in the car on the way to the vet. That was a little, well, maybe it was a little different. The way I remember it, she had been in labor for what seemed like a long time, like 4 hours. And we thought, all right, that's too long. Let's bring her in. And sure enough, I get her in the car. She had 2 babies on the way and the last one on the way back. That was Fable. Thank you, Megalina. Between Megalina and Pat, they know literally everything that's ever happened at Kitten Academy, way more than I know. Are we just going to sit here and be petted? You're so sweet. So let me talk just a little bit about her as we're doing this. First off, as you can see, she does come out of her room whenever she wants and walks around the house, and that's going to continue until I feel like we've seen some sign that it should stop. Like she's definitely getting close, then I'll keep her in her room. But there's a good chance I'll miss any signs and she'll be out here when she actually decides to go into labor because she spends so much time out. Look at that waddle. And if that happens, if we have time, I'll pick her up and carry her back to her room before she delivers. And if we don't, hi Maggie, I saw you come in here. I didn't think you were just going to be sitting here eating all of her good food though. If not, maybe she'll have her babies out in the house somewhere. It could happen. I'm not all that concerned about it, to be honest. I feel like, and I still feel like, and fingers crossed I'm not wrong about this, she's had babies before. She seems like completely unconcerned about anything ever. And I think she's going to have an easy pregnancy. I think she's going to have an easy delivery. And, God God willing, I think that her kittens are going to get raised mostly by her, and I probably won't have to be too involved, I hope. Oh, DJ drew a kolam. And I think this is the first time since we moved in that she's actually, this is an Indian, a southern Indian tradition that you're supposed to do every day. And at her house in India, her parents do every day. But she has never done here at this house until the weekend. She just thought it would be fun yesterday. I thought it would be fun, and so she did. Um, just explaining what that's all about there, along with my hedge trimmer, and my weed puller, and because, yeah, I got to get back out there to that. And I guess I'm going to have an audience right here, because she's probably just going to sit right here and watch. Yes, now you can really see her oval shape, but I know it's still hard for me to kind of demonstrate. If I scratch her belly, there we go. Mom cats have this reflex that instead of causing them to attack you for rubbing their belly, it causes them to sort of roll over and present it because I think, anyway, it's not studied or proven or anything, but my suspicion is that this is a reflex that comes in because their kittens are going to be scratching around and then trying to find a nipple, and they roll over to kind of give them that access. So if I do that, we can see a little bit more of her belly here. She's rolled over a bit. Although she's still awfully floofy, so there's not much to see except the fact that she's very round. Let's see, I was going to tell you about the fact that she's running around the house. There's a fly coming right in front of her mouth. I'm surprised she didn't just chomp it. Maggie would have. Let's see. So after she's done banging on the door this morning, most mornings, if I hear it and we're available, there's not like a room full of loom in the master bedroom, I'll let her come out, and she comes right over to the master bedroom, and she likes to climb up on the bed and get a little bit of attention, and then she likes to go down on the floor next to the bed, the hardwood floor, and sit on the hardwood floor, because that's kind of her thing. Although she does spend, then she'll alternate. She'll come back up on the bed when she wants more attention and snuggle up for a while, and she gets back on the floor when she's ready for more of that, and just back and forth. That's pretty much her deal. And then every now and then she comes all the way down here to the kitchen or the sunroom, which she's decided the sunroom and the dining room area are kind of her place. And she'll come down here and just hang out, whether we're down here or not. So she's really starting to sort of settle into what she's doing. Oh, so many kitten lumps. I mean, you can just feel the kittens right there. She's definitely getting close, close in the sense of, well, it's got to be this week. Just so big. I don't think yet that she is the record for the mom cat that has spent the most time here pregnant. But I do think that she's like within a week of that distance. So she could end up being the one that's been here and pregnant the longest. Somebody on Discord prepared a really cool chart with all of the moms and how long they came and then how much later than that they delivered. And if I remember, I'm just going off the top of my head, but Tempest and Teacup, Tempest was the longest with something, I want to say like almost 40 days. Not quite. It was like 38 or something days. And I think she is just about at 30 days since she's been here. So that's the neighborhood we're at. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Yeezy. I always say your name Yeezy in my head, but I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. Yeezy. So Tempest was 37 days, Verse and Hazel 33 days, and Mural is now today at 30 days. So definitely in the running, but unlikely to beat Tempest at 37 days. Unlikely, but not impossible. That would be one more week. In fact, that would mean she would deliver on Labor Day to tie Tempest, right? Well, we'll see. Anyway, she's a sweetheart, and she's also started to change her sweetheartedness. She's really come around even more than I thought. You remember the first day that she was here, she was real shy, and she wanted to sort of hide in a box. And that obviously has changed quite a bit. And I'd have to convince her to get on my lap on the beanbag chair, and then she wouldn't hang out very long. She'd let me pet her for a minute, and then she's like, I gotta go. Now, I sit down on the beanbag chair and call her, and she comes over and climbs right up on the beanbag chair, and she'll snuggle up. And the other day, she even fell asleep on my lap on the beanbag chair. Which is so sweet that she just is going to sit there and take a nap for as long as we can. Real snuggly and sweet that way, and still super playful. If I got out a toy and started swinging it around right now, she would be doing backflips right now to get it, even as pregnant as she is. Super playful, super sweet, super wonderful, and just with the silliest little crooked grin of a face that I love so much. I love your silly little crooked grin face. I do. Speaking of our relationship, it has gotten good enough now that she will let me sort of play with her teeth and her mouth and look at things, and I had a pretty good look at the missing tooth. And it seems really well sort of healed up, like it probably either fell out as a whole thing and not just broke off, or was actually removed. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, she was not expecting Basket Weave to come up on her like that. Hi, Basker. That was a little unexpected, but she just told him to back off. Okay, all right, we're all gonna back off now. Okay, all right. She's like, I did not know that guy was gonna be right there. Fair enough. Speaking of guys right there, here's Eddie. So, Basket, here he is. Basket does, I know I've mentioned this before. He's the only one. Buddy, come back. Come back. Wait. Don't make me have to catch you and corner you. Okay, he likes to play this game where he runs away. I know I've mentioned this before. Of this whole family, Basket Weave is the only one that's figured out how to climb over the fence, and he does it anytime he wants now. Well, I should say almost. As of yesterday I saw his mom, Loom, try to follow him once, and she got all the way to the top, and then she didn't know what to do. That's sort of stage one, so I expect it won't be long before Loom is also climbing over the fence. There she is. But Basky's mastered it, and anytime he wants, he just goes right up and over. I've seen him climb in. I've seen him climb out. He's a pro. Mom's going to be the one that figures it out next. All right. There you go. I know. You don't have to be upset. You're going to have a whole bunch of those little guys running around soon. You don't have to worry about little Basky. I know, though. He was being rude. He came right up without even telling you that he was going to come. I get it. That was a little rude, wasn't it? That's Paisley and Herringbone. And Herringbone's just staring at her. Oh, he's going to try to reach out. Hey, lady. Well, everybody, it's time for me to get back to work. I don't have too much time to try to clear up that garden before it starts to rain today, and I'm probably done until further notice, like forever. It's like whatever I get done today that's it. Uh, so I got to get it done. I got to make it count. Thank you all so much for joining me for this close-up. I hope you enjoyed it. It is really fun to get a chance to communicate with all of you on the chat here on YouTube. And we're trying to stick to a schedule of doing this 3 days a week at least. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And this is Monday, crossed off the list. So I hope you have a great day or two, and we'll see you again for a close-up on Wednesday. But whether you can make that or not, you can tune into the regular Kitten Academy live stream right here on YouTube, Kitten Academy live stream. You can watch these kids all day long, sometimes listen to me run the weed trimmer through the window, which is now closed, so probably not going to be an issue this time. And we will see all of you next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Show me a little crooked face. Good night.